want to get a Charizard.
Hello everyone, I am Dust1380 and I will now show you one of my few decks. This is my Twilight deck slash dragons, but not all of it is dragons. First I will show you I will start off with the monsters, my light monsters. You'll first run 3 Eclipse Wyverns, 2 Alexandrite Dragons. These are the light dragons, by the way. Crap, drop some cards. Unprofessional. 2 Blue Eyes White Dragons. 2 Mirage Dragons. 2 Light Pulsar Dragons. 1 Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, which I'm currently trying to get more of into this deck. 1 Creator. You only need 1, trust me. 1 White Stone of Legend. 1 Cyber Valley. I'll explain the reason why later. Now heading into the Dark Monsters, or Dark Dragons. 2 Interplanetary Purpley Thorny Dragons. 2 Dark Flare Dragons. 1 Chaos Sorcerer. 2 Patrician of Darkness. 1 Snipe Hunter. 1 Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. 1 Snipe Hunter. Now heading into the magics. 1, oh wait. That's not right. Okay. 1 Chaos Zone. 1 Allure of Darkness. 1 Book of Moon. 1 Photon Lead. 1 Drac Connection. 1 Monster Reincarnation. 1 Mystical Space Typhoon, aka MST. 1 Monster Reborn. 1 Foolish Burial. 1 Double Summon. And out of your traps, most of them are standby traps. Run 3 Threatening Roars. Run 1 Wobble. And 1 Scrap Iron Scarecrow. Now, the explanation for Chaos Zone, well, actually, let me start with the monsters. Explanation for Eclipse Wyvern. Most of the time, when I have Eclipse Wyvern on the field, I will set him, let my opponent kill him, and I will banish Red Eyes Darkness Metal, but I will banish Red Eyes Darkness Metal by its effect, and then wait till I get a Dark to banish Eclipse Wyvern and get Red Eyes Darkness Metal to my hand. Alexandrite Dragon is mostly for basically power for power on the first turn and normal summon and hit your opponent. The only reason why I only have 1 White Stone of Legend is because you really don't need more. You only need White Stone of Legend to get it to your hand, to get a Blue Eyes to your hand, because by the time you're actually looking for a Blue Eyes or have a Blue Eyes, you can special summon him. You really don't need another White Stone of Legend. Mirage Dragon, I don't use it that much due to the fact that by the time I draw him, I'm either dead or I beat my opponent. But he's a good card. It's a good card to run nonetheless because your opponent can activate trap cards during the battle phase. Light Pulsar Dragon, you get to banish a light and a dark special summon. The Creator, pitch 2, and put the Creator on the field. Creator and Red Eyes Darkness Metal both on the field really helps this deck, because Red Eyes Darkness Metal is for dragons only. And if you edit this deck, you need to keep the Creator in there. That way you can pitch a card and bring it right back out. But the reason why I'll run both of them is because it lets me special summon more than one turn, more than once in one turn. Because what I basically do is special summon a dragon type monster from my hand or graveyard. Creator, pitch a monster from my hand, and I can use that same monster I pitched to the graveyard to special summon it. Because technically by using the effect, I pitch it to the graveyard, I target it, it's in the graveyard, special summon it. Only reason why I run Galaxy Ice Photon is because most of the time when I have him, I can either pitch two monsters over 2,000 and summon him, and special summon him, or he's already in the graveyard and I can special summon from my graveyard with Red Eyes Darkness Metal. Chaos Zone. Most of the reason why I run Chaos Zone is because Chaos Zone, each card that's banished, it gets a counter, and if the card gets destroyed by your opponent's card effect, I get a monster to my hand equal to or less than the counters on it. And once per turn, I can remove 4 or more counters on my side of the field to target one banished monster with a level equal to the number of chaos counters removed, and special summon it on my field. And by the way, that effect, the once per turn effect I just learned, I haven't been using it. Allure of Darkness is for draw power, but when you draw and you don't have a dark monster, you can't pitch one. All your monsters go to the graveyard. Now you have, lights and darks in your graveyard, depending on what your hand is. Not only that, if Eclipse Wyvern is in your hand and he gets pitched to the graveyard, there you go. You got 2 banished monsters right then and there. Drag Connection, I can't explain it because I haven't been able to run it yet. Foolish Burial, I would run more than one, but right now this deck is like, my limit to my decks is 40, so it's gonna be kind of difficult to edit it. But Foolish Burial is for Eclipse Wyvern. If I play Foolish Burial, get Eclipse Wyvern, pitch it to the graveyard, and banish Red Eyes Darkness Metal. That's mainly what you want to go for when Eclipse Wyvern goes to the graveyard. You want to get Red Eyes Darkness Metal out there as soon as possible. Banish if you get more than one Eclipse Wyvern in the graveyard, main 3 you might want Red Eyes Darkness Metal, Galaxy Ice Photon Dragon, and Blue Eyes. It's basically main ones. Unless you want to use the effects of Dark Flare and Light Pulsar to put more counters on Chaos Zone. Out of your extras, the only ones I would recommend is at least 2 to 3 Utopias, and if you can, 2 to 3 Photon Parapoperative. Photon Parapoperative, your opponent has something face down, pitch a material, flip it, it loses 600 attack, smack it. That's basically all there is to it. Utopia is an extra light in your graveyard. All you gotta do, Utopia, negate attacks, your opponent kills it, pitch it to the graveyard. Now what I used to do, using Utopia's effect, I used to run a Light Ray Date in this deck, but I stopped running it concerning the fact most of the time because I'll be waiting to get enough lights in the graveyard. By the time I got lights in the graveyard, I'd be dead. So I switched my deck up a lot, and plus I couldn't special summon Light Ray Date from the graveyard due to the fact that it's not a dragon, it's a sea serpent. But other than that, that is all there is to my Twilight deck. Stay open for more of my videos. Just 1380 over and out.